Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial, guys, I'm going to show you to fix issues where your iPhone is not coming on. Now, of course, this is one of my iPhones and it was not coming on, all right, or charging. Now, I'm going to show you how to fix your issues when that is happening, all right? So first of all, this particular device was left uncharged for a while, and of course, it's working fine now. But of course, right out the box, I tried it once before and it wasn't coming on. So these are the tips. All right, so now it's fully charged and everything is up and running. But let me show you how to troubleshoot it. All right, so first of all, let me just explain some things that happened to me. One of the things was that I was using this old charger, right? And of course, it was not coming on. It was completely dead and it just refused to charge. All right, so first of all, if you are using any charger, make sure it is the original charger, all right? Do not use any flimsy aftermarket charger. I suggest that you go get a solid charger, even if you have to borrow one from a friend. So for example, the first time I tried, it was this particular one here. It's been used a bit, so of course it is not 100% reliable. I've found out now, but of course it looks solid from before, all right? So now that the device is up, in hindsight, I can actually test to see what was going on. And as you can see, no charging sound, meaning that something is wrong here. All right. All right, guys. So on switching out the charger to a more reliable and a faster charger, especially one of those newer ones, I found that the device started to charge. All right. So it's actually charging now fully. And the issue was the adapter itself. And it can either be either sections, it can be the cable. So go ahead and switch out your cable to see if the cable is at fault. And while you're at it as well, you can go ahead and switch out the brick, all right? All right, so as soon as you're charging, make sure that your device gets a full charge before you start to try to power it up, all right? Next tip, all right, so the next tip, in case that doesn't work, you can go ahead as well and check out your charge port. Make sure that your charge port is clean. So go ahead and if you can find some tools, tissue paper would work. You can use a toothpick and you can actually get in here, and if there's dust or lint, you remove that dust or that lint, all right? So those materials can actually mess with charging. So make sure that your charge port is absolutely clean. Now, another thing as well, if your device supports wireless charging, you can actually bypass the port in case the port is bad. All right, so placing it on a wireless charger will result, or you could basically get it to charge even if it's not 100%, meaning that even if the device port is broken, you can still get some amount of use from your device by using a wireless charger. And using a wireless charger, the device should start charging and you'll be able to power up the device. All right, make sure it stayed on the charger for a little while. Do not rush it, so make it build up some amount of power. You'll see that it's charging whenever it's charging. Then of course, when everything is good, you can go ahead and power on the device. All right, so if you do all of those things, what should happen is that your device should start charging again. And in this case, I would never have thought it was the charger. And of course, knowing better, as I should know better, as we've been dealing with these devices for years, and sometimes even if weak, it can happen to me. I suggest that you do not rule out the charger being at fault. All right, so even if it's a charger that you were relying on and you think it's working, all right, make sure that you try more than one chargers. Get an original charger when you're buying any, especially if you're going to buy them online. Make sure that you buy the OEM chargers. All right, so if possible, buy directly from Apple or buy one of those that's built to work with an Apple device. But to be on the safe side, it would be best to just buy it directly from Apple. Or if you can find some of those from your old boxes, like if you had iPhones with multiple chargers lying around, you could actually use back those chargers. All right, so if you do all of those, it should bring back your device to charging. Do not be afraid to leave it uncharged for a while. I had to leave this uncharged for a while because the battery was completely dead. In fact, it was left dormant probably for, say, 2 years. All right, so for a whole period, it was not being used. All right, it was just put up and it was just lying there. And if this device can come back with good battery health, like after 2 years, I still have like 94% battery health. It means that your device should be able to be revived. So if your device is not powering on or not charging, I'm sure these tips will be able to help you. Another tip as well, guys, if it's simply not charging, you can also get your Mac. So get your MacBook. And once you get your MacBook, simply go ahead, guys, and use your USB cable, hook it up to your device, and then hook the device up to your laptop. All right. So once you hook it up to your laptop, what can happen is, in the case that it's not charging, you might find that the laptop is able to jumpstart the charging. All right. So in some cases that can happen if the adapter is not working, especially if you can't find an extra adapter. Using your cable and connecting it to the USB port might be able to deliver enough power just to revive your device. All right. So those are all the tips. If you have any direct questions, you can ask them below. I'll be sure to try to help you out. And as always, guys, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips saying bye until next time. Bye.